Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deborah Ogunkoya. So I'm here to talk about how I prepare for my interview, my credibility interview. So I actually just heard about I'll be having the required that I was asked in the school. They were asking me to get and a credibility interview that I will be having an interview. So my thinking was just an interview, like a normal interview, just for me to just yes, who am I? What have I done? What is my experience? That's all I was thinking. I actually have a book that I'm writing down, let me just write down. I asked ChatGPT, everybody knows about ChatGPT. So I asked ChatGPT that, if I want to prepare for my interview, this or that, what should I do? What is this? What should I do? So my ChatGPT gave me a breakdown, which is this that we are saying. It gives me a breakdown here. So that is what I was focused on. Then my uncle introduced me to Miss Afsana. That he prepared me, I was like, I don't really need to prepare. I already know everything I need to know. But I was like, let me just try. So she came in, called me, and asked me a question about. I was able to give some explanation. She was like, go on. Is that all? I said, I was expecting you just ask me, what's my name? I'll just tell you, what is this? Yes, what is that? No. But when she started giving me some breakdown, I said, so she started emphasizing and explaining some things and started giving me, you go to your module, you go to your the conditional letter they gave you, you click on this link, you read about this, you go about. I was like, so I really need to read this more. And she's the kind of person that she like explaining on tabular form. She will tell you, like this in a tabular form. She'll tell you this or why this. So you'll be able to compare both together. So it's making more understanding. So it's like, I don't really think I need all this, but I was just trying to play along and let me just be there. But when she was not telling me that, you have to, she was not started asking me questions. We started reading, and behold, we started having 3 classes, 4 classes, 4 days classes. I was like, I thought it's just an interview that I just have to say yes or no. Why am I taking an interview like 4 or 5 times for interview? Then I started reading and she told me, do this. I was not like, there's more interesting thing. Like, what if I was just compared about, I was just talking about my ChatGPT and I didn't even, a guardian. We really need a guardian, because even during my interview, the question they were asking me, nothing about my ChatGPT came out. It was everything that my guardian told me about that was coming out. So let's assume that I didn't have a guardian. That means my interview will have been failed. I won't even be able to know anything. So she started asking me class, because in my interview they was asking me more about my modules. They started asking me much about it. I was like, do I need it? They asked me about my accommodation. Have I read about accommodation? Have I searched about some accommodation? I was like, what if I didn't even have a guardian? We really need a guardian for an interview. We can't even do it. We can't even try to say Google only. No. We need an interview. We need a guardian. Because without this, my guardian, I will have failed my interview woefully and badly. Without no recommendation or anything, I would have failed it woefully. Seriously, we really need a guardian, which will really help us. And even when she was giving me the class and doing my interview, it was so smooth that even my interviewer was so happy with me. I was giving her a reply, even the one she was not expected to ask. I was giving her, because my guardian already explained and give me in a breakdown explanation that it was so easy for me to understand. So when I get there, it was so easy for me to just go in, finish up, and it was fine. What if I only depend on my ChatGPT? That is how I will have failed woefully at my Google. This thing, I only did this video because I want everyone to know that we cannot do our interview alone. We really need a guardian to put us through. I had to prepare. I had to get a notebook. The notebook teach me a lot of things. Like, let me just show you. Like, this is where my guardian started. My guardian started from here. So we started reading. You see, we started reading. I started have to read all this. I started have to, just imagine that I didn't have a guardian. How will I have gone about? Look at what I prepared. And everything that was taught here, everything came out one after the other in a different form. Everything came out for me, and I was able to answer the question with ease, like I've been there before. Please, I am here to confuse you that I'm not convinced you that we really need an interview, a guardian for our interview. We really need our guardian for an interview. Thank you very much.